For the last time here in Metroplex Wrestling, hashtag Dexter Hardaway, and for this match, I've been joined at ringside by Richard Hill. Richard, welcome for this huge main event, Addicts title match we are about to witness.
Thank you so much, Tyler. I cannot miss this. The last curtain call, if you will. The final farewell for Dexter, the problem solver, putting up the paddle for the final time.
You know, Dexter Hardaway, it would almost be fitting irony if he was the man to finally bring that Addicts title out of the bag of Exodus Prime.
Did you ever think we would get this kind of reaction ever for Dexter Hardaway?
I remember a time, it was you and I sitting right here, where that man took a hammer to the old Addicts title that's at the front door over there. He definitely was not getting this kind of reaction that night.
Dexter Hardaway attempted to leave MPX as the Addicts champion. But in order to do so, Tyler, he has to go up against a man who's held the MPX Addicts Championship for 4 months now.
And a man who has been unstoppable since he captured that Addicts title. So many men have stepped up to Exodus Prime to try to take that title and bring it back to the Addicts. And for Exodus Prime, what do you think it would mean to him if he were to become the longest reigning Addicts champion? He could hold that over the Addicts forever.
Which is totally his plan. You couldn't meet right now a man who could care less about Dexter Hardaway and having his final match. To Exodus Prime, this is just one more brick in his legacy.
Well, last week, Exodus Prime, he joined us on commentary during Dexter and Stephen Kirby's match. He did not seem concerned about Dexter or Kirby, whoever it was that earned this shot tonight. He's extremely confident, and I think it just builds by the week inside of Exodus Prime.
There's not anyone, not one person on the roster at MPX right now who exudes the arrogance, the pride of Exodus Prime. And it's not even close. Nobody in civil disorder even can come close to Exodus. I thought for a minute he was going to open the bag right there.
See, Exodus Prime, that beautiful designer bag that, as far as we know, contains the MPX Addicts Championship. And he's ready to put it on the line now against Dexter Hardaway.
I was backstage with Dexter.
Introducing first the challenger in the corner to my right. Fighting out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, Dexter Hardaway.
I know the butterflies are there right now, but he is determined to bring that title home.
And his opponent in the corner to my left, he represents civil disorder, fighting out of Oak Cliff, Texas. He is your current, reigning, and defending MPX Addicts champion, Exodus Prime.
The most hated man in Bedford right now is standing before you.
And Dexter Hardaway, at one time you could say he held that mantle of the most hated man in Bedford, but tonight, the Addicts completely on the side of Dexter Hardaway as he gets ready to take on Exodus Prime MPX Addicts Championship on the line.
And what a 180 to be able to leave MPX as the ultimate hero by freeing the Addicts Championship.
Richard Hill, I'm happy to see you. Been here about an hour and 45 minutes late.
I've been here all night with Dexter. Dexter's one of my oldest friends in wrestling. We've been talking all night as he's been preparing for his match. I had to make sure I was here for him.
And I don't care if you've liked Dexter Hardaway over the years or if you've hated him. One thing that cannot be denied, he is always entertained every time he steps foot in an MPX ring, and it's going to be no different here tonight. Looking to go out on top winning that Addicts Championship.
On the MPX Addicts title that Exodus Prime holds, it is in that bag. Dexter Hardaway is the man responsible for us having that belt after he was the one who destroyed the old one.
Prime now with that right hand. Dexter Hardaway, we mentioned earlier tonight, former MPX Addicts champion. And Richard, you said it earlier, you've known Dexter for a long time. What would it mean to Dexter Hardaway to leave here and retire as Addicts champion?
Right now, that's all he's thinking about. Go out, holding the Addicts championship. Oh,
and Prime looking to win things very quickly. He had a handful of tights.
You know, Exodus Prime, he's not interested in celebrating Dexter Hardaway here tonight. He was looking to get a very quick victory, and in this...
Well, where's he going?
He's got that paddle.
Well, Dexter, he's going to have none of that. What's Dexter looking for?
you're not going to out-weapon Dexter.
Oh, he's got a bigger one. Look at that.
He just pulled out the monster paddle.
That's the Dexcalibur.
That's how we want to play. We can play it.
Yes, we're about to have a paddle duel.
They whipped him out to see who had the bigger one.
That's referee Brandon King trying to get both paddles out of the ring here.
Well, Hardaway doesn't want to get disqualified and not be able to win that title.
And Dexter putting it back under the ring.
Referee being very lenient. He does not want Dexter's last night to end in a disqualification.
And guys, how about this show of support here tonight from the MPX Addicts? The ovation Dexter Hardaway got when he came through that curtain. We see the signs.
The shirts.
The shirts, that's right. Oh, wait a second. Dexter fooled the champion.
The last 3 years I've sat out here, I never thought I would see this level of support for Dexter Hardaway, but here we are.
Hardaway with a chop to the champion.
Taking the young champion to school right now. All these tricks that Exodus is trying, Dexter's already got those down.
Jumping knee lift. Dexter Hardaway has been wrestling for 25 years. He has won titles everywhere he's been, and he would like to add one more to his resume here tonight.
As Dexter following Exodus out to the floor here. Oh, look at that. Prime just tried to pull the mat out from under him.
Clothesline takes Prime down right there in front of the Addicts.
Exodus Prime's out here trying to play checkers. Dexter's playing chess. He's one step ahead right now.
Exodus Prime, we know the role he's been on, but it's hard to combat the veteran experience Dexter Hardaway possesses.
And then slamming Exodus Prime right there on the floor. Back in, breaks up the count.
Dexter bringing the champion back in the ring. He knows he has to win the title in the middle of the ring. He can't do it on the floor.
Guys, something else we haven't talked about yet. Dexter Hardaway needs to be mindful of other members of Civil Disorder. We know Kody Wright is here. We saw him earlier advance in the Prospect title tournament. Look at this. Exodus Prime's got Dexter from that middle rope DDT.
And of course, just because we haven't seen Brixton Shaw or Gabe Wilder, that does not mean that they're not lurking around somewhere.
Richard, I know you've been in the back all night. Have you seen any other members of Civil Disorder back there?
Gabe Wilder is in the building. I have not seen Brixton Shaw, and of course, I did see Kody Wright get the victory over Xavier earlier tonight.
Prime bringing the challenger back to his feet. Heyman's neck breaker. Prime cover. Oh, no, wait a second. Dragging him back out.
And Prime's pulling him back. Just pounding it into the chest and neck. Dexter Hardaway there on the ring apron. See, Prime, he wasn't ready to go for the cover there yet. He wants to punish Dexter a little bit more.
Dexter laying prone there on the apron. Prime dropping the leg. I think he might have did some damage to that tailbone, maybe his spine a little bit. Right back up. And now dropping the knee across the back of the challenger.
Dexter's got to find the middle of the ring, get away from the ropes right now.
Here comes the champion, falling back in, looking for the cover.
Dexter's got a lot in the tank right now, Kody. He's got to stay off the ropes, though. Exodus is getting all this damage right now from the floor.
When we talk about the veteran experience of Dexter Hardaway, he knows exactly where he needs to be at all times, including right this moment, as it looks like that he's trying to turn the tide, but Prime now with a chop of his own.
Exodus Prime, they're turning the tables on his challenger, Dexter Hardaway. The kick just caught Dexter right in the side of the head. He might have knocked him out.
Prime does not want this to be a happy ending tonight for Dexter Hardaway's career. He wants to play spoiler. He wants to send Dexter Hardaway back home to Oklahoma in a very foul mood. He wants to send these addicts home unhappy about how this night ends. And Prime, all of his weight right across the back of the head.
Exodus Prime right out in front of the addicts now that he represents, but not proudly.
And up and over. But Prime not going for a cover. It's a little bit surprising right now. Instead looking for a submission.
Yes, he wants to make Dexter Hardaway quit.
Hardaway says no.
Dexter talked a lot about what Exodus can do in a ring. I know that he's watching for the prime example at all times, Kody.
Prime example, mass Exodus. Exodus Prime has a lot of moves that he can hit you with practically out of nowhere, and Dexter Hardaway has to be aware of those.
There's so much in the arsenal.
Oh, he went for a head scissor. That was one of the ones he talked about. Oh.
Prime might have been going for that prime example. Dexter had it scouted, was looking for a Boston Crab, I think.
Exodus Prime almost made a costly mistake there and got caught by Dexter Hardaway, but Prime has got this right back into his favor there with that beautiful uppercut.
European uppercut from the man from Oak Cliff.
Dexter game plan this whole thing through the MPX network, went through the extensive, I believe it was 10 title defenses that Exodus Prime has now on the network, 10 or 11 if I'm not mistaken. And Dexter told me that he was going through each and every single one of them, watching his strategy and where he would focus the attacks. The neck is what Exodus goes for. If you watch, most of his attacks are going to be on the head and the neck.
We've seen Exodus Prime numerous times snapping the neck of his opponents.
Prime went for the drop kick. Dexter Hardaway took a step backwards. And now looking to get back in control. He's got Prime up on the shoulders. Death Valley driver from the challenger. Hardaway, lateral press. Failed to hook the leg, only a 2 count.
He put all the pressure on the arms, though, forced Exodus to use his chest kick out there. Oh!
He got caught with that drop kick. Placed perfectly by the MPX Addicts champion.
And now that leg scissors, wrapping those legs around the head and neck of Dexter Hardaway.
Now this is different. You don't see leg scissors by Exodus Prime very often. Exodus maybe use this as an attempt to get his own bearings about him also.
Yeah, Exodus here, he's not only doing damage to Dexter Hardaway, he's giving himself a little bit of time to recover here as well.
He's squeezing, putting as much pressure as possible. And referee Brandon Keene right there to see if Dexter wants to quit.
The crowd trying to rally Dexter. Exodus let him up right there. That wasn't a break by Dexter. Exodus is going for something right here.
Exodus, wait, is he
Look for the sanitizer. No, Hardaway reverses. Oh, small package. We can have a Nucci now, only 2.
Yeah, I guess if anybody knows how to counter that move, it's Dexter Hardaway.
Backslide. Hardaway looking to surprise the champion here. Backslide on Prime.
Ooh. And Exodus barely was able to roll out there.
Dexter's holding on, though.
He's got that double underhook locked in. Butterfly suplex on the champion.
Come on, Dexter.
He's got the champion rocked here. If Dexter can find a way to take advantage quickly and not give Exodus Prime any time to get back to his feet.
Oh! That somersault leg right across the head of Exodus Prime. But he's back to his feet. And now Dexter, German suplex. He's holding on.
And Dexter Hardaway keeping the grip here. He's not done with these German suplexes.
A second German suplex, and Hardaway still has that waist lock applied.
Exodus is feeling it. Exodus is shaking his head right now, trying to clear the cobweb, reaching for the rope.
3 with a bridge.
Come on, ref.
Are we going to see new chat? Only 2, says Brandon Keene. Hardaway thought he had it. I did too.
They're just that close to having a new MPX Addicts champion there in Dexter Hardaway. Exodus Prime somehow found enough in him to kick out after those 3 German suplexes and that bridge on the last one.
And now Hardaway bringing Prime back to his feet. Prime sends him back into the corner. Knife edge chop to Hardaway.
And Prime not letting Dexter follow up immediately there. Now Exodus Prime finds himself back in the driver's seat here.
And so much has been taken out of both these athletes here in this main event match here tonight at Hard Day's Night. And Hardaway being perched up on that turnbuckle.
This is not where Dexter wants to be in this match. I've said all along he needs to get away from the ropes, Tyler. I'm sorry.
Exodus Prime now looks like he might be following Dexter up. What is he looking for here?
Very dangerous territory for both men as Hardaway trying to prevent Prime from doing whatever he had in mind.
Dexter trying to fight the champion away.
Come on, Dexter, come on.
All the way up top.
Get him up.
Superplex by Hardaway.
Cover him.
Can Hardaway get the cover? Hardaway doing everything he can to crawl over.
Pulling into the cover.
Are we going to have a new Addicts champion? Again, only two. And Hardaway knows he was this close.
And Dexter.
Come on, Dexter.
Again for the second time, very close to getting that 3-count Prime. Just in the nick of time.
Wait, looking for the sanitizer.
Sanitizer.
No. Prime shoves him off. Mass Exodus, no. Dexter
he's got it.
Sanitizer. We're going to have a new Addicts champion.
If he can roll him over here, this is it.
2, 3, no.
Come on.
Dexter Hardaway hit the sanitizer, and Exodus Prime kicked out.
And look at the shock on the face of Dexter Hardaway. That Prime was able to kick out there after the sanitizer.
Prime holding up two.
Exodus Prime saying he's not done. He's not going down.
Dexter Hardaway wants to be the one to bring this Addicts title out of this bag that Exodus Prime has kept it in for several months now.
That's double underhook.
And we've seen Prime use that move before. Prime got sent into Brandon Kane, who hit the ropes hard. Sanitizer,
there it is.
But there's no referee. Come on.
Brandon King's down.
2, 3. Dexter should be champion right now. Here goes True Boy. Come on, here we go. 2.
And just enough time for Exodus Prime to recover and be able to kick out. Then it took Travis Trueborn to run down to make that count. And the champion still barely holding on to that Addicts title.
This place is on its feet for that 3 count that did not happen.
And the Addicts, they counted to 3, but that doesn't count.
And Hardaway looking for the sanitizer again. Low blow from Prime.
Come on.
Trueborn did not see it.
Trueborn was wrapped up the Exodus. That was intentional.
Now Exodus Prime, he might have Dexter right where he wants him here.
Double underhook face plant on Hardaway. But Prime not going for a cover. I think we know what he's looking for here, guys.
Oh, yeah, he's looking for that mass exodus, I think. Here it comes. He got it.
Hardaway.
He got it.
Come on, Dex.
Exodus Prime looking to retain. No, those two. Hardaway got the shoulder up. Those two. Trueborn signifying it was only a 2 count.
Just barely. Dexter, Trueborn's hand hit the mat for 3. But the shoulder barely got up in time.
Prime thought this match was over. He thought he retained.
There's Exodus Prime throwing all his wristbands off. He's getting serious now.
Are you looking for it again? Springboard mass exodus.
He got him. He got him.
Mass exodus 2, and Prime retains. Here is your winner, and still the MPX Addicts champion, Exodus Prime. Well, that is not the way I think just about everybody in this building wanted to see it end, except for maybe Exodus Prime. Dexter Hardaway gave it his all.
And Dexter Hardaway, he put up a hell of a fight. You can't say he didn't bring everything he had and left it in the ring tonight, but it wasn't quite enough
And now
to
look at
take
this.
that Addicts title from Exodus Prime.
Exodus just showed the Addicts title to Dexter Hardaway and then shoved him.
Literally shoved it in the face of Dexter Hardaway, showing, hey, look what you're not leaving with here tonight. But guys, Exodus Prime may have retained, but we knew this was the last night for Dexter Hardaway and MPX, and unfortunately for him, he is leaving here empty-handed. And the MPX Addicts say it best. Thank you, Dexter Hardaway.